Hey, it's Adam here, and you're watching The Culture Hack, where we're talking about how to create engaged workspaces that unlock the potential of your teams and drive your business forward in ways you've never seen. So stay tuned. Hello, and welcome to The Culture Hack. Today is super exciting. I have Traci Lamb with me. She is the CEO and founder of CWN, the Caregiving Worldwide Network. Welcome, Traci. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
And this is super exciting. You're calling from all the way out east in Florida, correct?
Yes. Sunny Florida, as you can see.
Yeah. Well, our summer is coming, so that's pretty exciting. So tell me about CWN. It sounds pretty amazing.
Sure. The company started about 5 years ago, and my background is in hospice. And had patients call me on a daily basis for about 14 years, saying, if hospice can't help me, where can I go? And I never really had an answer for them for that. And I live in Florida, like you said, so I kind of am in a place where there's a lot of older people particularly. And so I thought, there really needed to be kind of a one-stop shop for them to be able to find products and resources that could help them on their caregiving journey. And so that's basically what I created. I was able to get lucky enough to get into radio about 2 years ago. I have a radio show that's still on, based out of Palm Beach County, Florida. It's on every Saturday morning on Legends Radio. We hit about 150,000 people. And then got into TV last year. It was my very first debut into TV. I had no idea I'd ever actually be in TV, but here we are. And launched a TV show last year on a streaming platform called RHS TV. I'm partnered with a company called CP Communications. They've been in the network TV business for over 37 years. They professionally produce, edit, and distribute my show worldwide. It's on Roku, Hulu, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, Google TV. And we started off the show, and it really was, I think I had zero marketing budget. I bootstrapped my company from the get-go. So I had about 1,000 people watch the first show. By the time we dropped the 12th episode, we were at about over 600,000 viewers across 7 countries. And now we're at almost 3.5 million. So we're excited. We're bringing, we've basically created a platform that helps educate, entertain, and provide resources for anyone caring for a loved one at home.
That is amazing. I love that. And so do you bring guests on your show? Like what's the format of the show?
We do. Last year I created 2 shows, the original Caregiving Worldwide TV show, and then I created my baby, which was Safe and Sound, which is kind of like a QVC for caregiving meets Angie's List for caregiving. Mm-hmm. And then this year we're bringing on 4 new series. We're going to be bringing on Health Tech Discovery. That's going to be for health tech type companies. Then we're going to be bringing on a show called Health Vision. That's kind of like The View. It's going to bring on different people from different walks of life in healthcare, explaining all different kinds of things about that. That's going to be having, all of these will have guests. We are doing Safe and Sound again. That's the only repeat show from last year. Then we're also going to be doing a show called Katie Cooks. That's going to be doing a cooking show with a celebrity chef. I have 2 celebrities that have actually signed on board with the network now this year. And we're going to be doing live shows as well in front of live studio audiences. So all kinds of fun stuff.
Amazing. Well, I love that. I love how you've got this essentially cause or movement for helping people. And there's so many different angles that could take. You've got the technology angle or the caring for a loved one or whatever. So, how can you take this higher cause and get people inspired by it? That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So when you talk about your listeners and being engaged to your show, like, what does that mean to you when people are engaged in terms of this movement that you've created?
Sure. My passion is helping people, and that's what it's always been. That's why I worked for hospice for 14 years. That's why I created the company. I got epilepsy when I was 14, and so I learned from an early age what caregiving was about because my parents actually became my caregivers. So for basically my whole life, I've known about serving others and being there for other people. So For me, being able to create something where I can literally globally help as many people as I possibly can. And the beautiful thing is like you said, there's so many different walks of life. I mean, you're talking mental health and recovery, addiction, and, I mean, there's so many different things and facets we can pull into this. And I'm super excited about being able to do that. I mean, it's not just the aging population. I mean, there's kids that have mental health issues, and there's, like I say, all different kinds of special needs children, neurodivergent children, autistic children. I mean, there's all different kinds of things that we can pull into all of this. So I'm really excited. I mean, I'm very much a visionary. My production crew is constantly laughing at me because I'm like, okay, can we do like 12 more shows? And they're like, no, you got to do a little bit at a time. So, if I had my way, we'd be doing like 25 new shows this year, but you got to walk before you run. So
right. I love that. I love that. Love that, you've got all these different people that are engaged with the show, maybe different organizations, things like that, but you're similar to an organization. We talk a lot about culture on the show. You have a vision, and people are inspired by that and buying into that and wanting to be a part of it, right? Yeah. So you're bringing all this together. Do you have stories where people have watched your show and been inspired to make a difference in somebody's life?
Yeah. One of the great things about doing Safe and Sound and getting these products on that nobody knows exist, that's the problem, is that there's millions of companies literally around the world that have created products and services that you can't Google what you don't know exist. And that's the problem, is that, if you don't know what's out there, how in the world are you ever going to find it to help you? And so it's been really great, with Safe and Sound, because a lot of people, they all of a sudden they go to my site and they find these products, and they'll call me or they'll send me an email and they'll be like, I never knew this product was out there. This is exactly what I was looking for. I had a good friend. She called me. Her mom has Alzheimer's or dementia, and she was constantly having neck pain. And so I told her about a product that's on Safe and Sound called Traci. And it's specifically, a woman made it specifically for her dad because her dad was having neck pain. And so I told the girl about it, and she goes, okay, I'm going to go take a look. So she ended up buying the product for her mom. Her mom had slept with neck pain for years. And the girl, Linnea, wrote me back and she said, Traci, Mom called me this morning and said last night was the first night she slept with no neck pain. And it was because she had that pill. So I get things like that all the time. I love what I do because I get to find out about all these really cool created things that I didn't know existed either. And I get to find out about them. And I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to tell the world about what you've created, because there's just some massively creative people that have created some amazing things. So it's really cool.
I love that. And, even with your own team, you mentioned your media crew, your video production. I know with our video production crew, they work so hard. Like nobody works harder than these guys. Yeah. So, are they happy to be part of this vision and kind of see the effect that they're having?
Yeah. It's been great. They realize, that they're part of a bigger mission, and they're helping really serve other people just through what they're creating with us. So it's been really, really great. I have two really great crews. I have JL Video that's helping me do the live shows, and then RHS TV that's been helping me create in the studio itself. So I have two completely different studios, but they are doing some amazing work. And I'm really, really blessed because, like I say, I knew nothing about TV when I got into this. So it's been great to have people that actually do know what they're doing be able to kind of help lead the way and kind of help me with all of that.
I love that. That's so cool. So as we look to the future, you said you wish you had 25 shows like today so you could reach more people in different ways and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
What do you see for the future in terms of your
Sure.
your vision and what's happening?
Sure. Well, next year, obviously, this year we're doing 5 shows. Next year, the goal is to do at least 10. If not, I may push the envelope and try to do 12. So we're gonna double that. I also, what I really would love to do, and I'm actually starting to get some of the pieces in place, is I would love to do like, and I'm showing my age, but kind of like a Jerry Lewis type telethon, you know, and be able to raise money for people that are caregivers and do it like in Nashville and have all different genres of music and have it live and like a festival and have it taped and, you know, all that kind of stuff, and be able to have people be able to see it on TV, but also be able to be there live as well, and be able to pull music in that. I'm a major music freak, so I would love to pull music into all of this as well. So I'm starting to make some of those contacts as well. So we're kind of like playing with that whole idea. And so it's fun, you know. It's one of those things that I just love, the fact that we can utilize all of this different media products to be able to really, really go out and help people in a lot of different ways.
I love that. I love that you're looking to music. When we talk about, you know, change with groups of people or trying to inspire, we talk about communication, and communication is multiple ways, multiple messages, all cascading. So that's cool that you're now looking to sound to even amplify it even more. So I love it. I love it. Very cool. Well, thank you so much, Traci, for being on the show and sharing us your vision and how you engage and inspire such a large number of people. I really think people are watching, they can get some really interesting gems from this. So really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching The Culture Hack. Do you want to chat culture and engagement? Give us a call and come on the show.